I was going about my day. I was working on my 24 Season 1 review. Then earlier today, the Star Wars Rogue One trailer dropped, and I was just kind of like, oh yeah, man, that's awesome. I should talk about that. But then I thought, okay, well, I don't have to talk about it. But then I remember that I didn't do a review or a video for the second trailer, and this is the third trailer, and let's be honest, hopefully the last one. I don't really need another trailer. This is for this new Star Wars Rogue One trailer, and it was a pretty cool ass trailer. A lot of the same shit we've seen before, and some new shit, some really big shit that we definitely have not seen before. If you haven't seen the Rogue One trailer, I suggest you go watch it. The biggest reveal from this trailer, obviously, is that Jyn's father, played by Mads Mikkelsen, is a guy who is working on the Death Star, or who helped design the Death Star, or something like that. So he immediately becomes like a hugely important figure to the Rebels and to the movie in general. And I'm kind of mixed about this reveal. On one hand, it's kind of like, oh wow, it's kind of interesting, and it creates like a personal connective tissue between the main character and the Empire, and so that's not bad. That's pretty cool. On the other hand, it's kind of like, did we really need to know that? I didn't mind seeing Mads Mikkelsen in the trailer. Mads Mikkelsen is awesome, and he's awesome in everything he's in. Did I necessarily need to know that he was the guy working on Death Star? I had no idea that that was a thing. So now I know, and now I'm going to go into the movie knowing that he was working on, or at least designing, the Death Star, and that that's why the Rebels want her to work with them so that they can get access to him, so that they can get the plans for the Death Star. It kind of blows, because it kind of tells me that I can go into the movie expecting it to go a certain way. I am still well open to the possibility of being surprised, but I'm a little bummed out that that's one thing that I now know about the movie going into it. What I loved about most of the other trailers leading up to this is that they were very vague. They showed you the basic premise. The basic premise of this was, we need the Rebels to steal the plans for the Death Star. Everybody knows that that's the basic premise of the movie. How and when and why and what happens along the way, we weren't supposed to know any of that. But now I know sort of the how. I know sort of the why now, because her father is connected to the Empire. The rest of the trailer is pretty sweet, and there's some really awesome action shots. This movie still looks really beautiful. I mean, it's gorgeous. Gareth Edwards, man, he knows how to shoot a good-looking movie. I know people give him shit for that Godzilla movie, but that Godzilla movie was actually pretty fucking awesome. I really think that this movie could be visually one of the best movies of the year. Every shot, these big-ass, beautiful, wide takes. Still love the tone of this trailer, too. It still feels like a war movie set in the Star Wars universe. It still has that gritty realism. Still a lot that we don't know about the other characters, like Donnie Yen's character. We see him kicking ass in a bunch of these trailers. We see him using his, Jedi stick. And he seems like a guy that knows the Force, and he seems like some kind of spiritual warrior, but it's clear he's not a real Jedi. So that kind of leads me to wonder, are there going to be any Jedi in this movie at all? Like, is there even going to be a mention or a whisper of them at all? Are they going to do this movie in a way where they lead it into the fourth movie, or is it going to kind of stand on its own as its own thing, and they're not going to try to connect it to the fourth movie at all? I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know. This could be the first Star Wars movie we've had that has literally no Jedi in it. Obviously, the biggest thing that happened in this trailer was we got a couple of new shots of Vader. The white Imperial guy, I guess, who's like the director of the Death Star or something like that. He's like talking to Vader, and he's like, oh, so much power. Which, okay, cool, but we only get to see Vader's hell. Holy shit, they showed Vader walking through the smoke towards this guy, and this guy's like, he's either sweating or he's peeing on himself, or he's just really, really wet. Just kind of sitting there like, oh, I done fucked up now. I thought that was one of the best shots of the entire trailer. Seeing more Vader is always a good thing. I don't want to see too much Vader. That's why I said that I'm hoping that this is the last trailer so that we don't get to see more, because I want them to save Vader and his awesomeness for the movie. But seeing him walk through that smoke all big and badass and stuff, and I was just kind of like, that's the Vader that I miss. That's the Vader that I know and love. And this is a really cool trailer. This is a really great way to send us towards Rogue One in December, but I'm very hopeful that they don't have any more trailers or any other things, because I kind of feel like I know at least how half of the movie goes now, and that's really the only negative I can find with this trailer. Music's great, the tone is great, we see an extra shot of Vader, we see pretty much other cool action stuff going on. Well, now we know why the Rebels want to recruit her, and we know that they want her because of her connection to her father, and how her father is one of the people working on the Death Star. I don't know, I just kind of wish they hadn't shown that. It's kind of like the Batman v Superman trailer. As awesome as it is seeing Doomsday, I kind of wish they had saved the reveal of Doomsday for the actual movie. I didn't need to see him in a trailer. When I saw the movie, I was just kind of like, yeah, Doomsday's going to show up in 3, 2, well, there he is. Even though it was pretty more like Cave Troll, Ninja Turtle on crack cocaine or something like that. Those are my thoughts on the Star Wars Rogue One trailer. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, back to work on my 24 Season 1 review. That's a bitch to get done too. If you like what you see, tell me how you feel and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.